It's the evening light shining through the curtains, the time before the night when everything is golden. You're sitting on the chair, wrapped inside a bedsheet, playing with your hair, watching people on the high street. If I wished myself a superpower, I would make this moment last for hours. If I had my will, time would just stand still, wait for me until I find some magic film to take a photograph and live inside. The sun is going down, your skin is like a painting, the light is perfect now, but I can feel it changing. Kids are probably soon, don't get me wrong, I'm ready. Well, I know what to do when we're no longer two.
Today, as we create this marriage, we also create a new bond, a new sense of family, one that will undoubtedly include all of you present here today. Corey and Bridget really wish to thank you for sharing this happiest day with them.
Time would just stand still, wait for me until I find some magic film to take a photograph and live inside.
Avery, thank you for always sharing Daddy with me, loving me, and allowing me to love you with all of my heart. I was not there when you took your first steps, but I promise now that I will love and support you in every step you take in your life from this point on. I love you, and I am devoted to making your life full of happiness, nurturing your creativity, encourage your independence, going to all your basketball games, and making sure you already know what a gift you are to this world.
I had assumed that loving someone again would be a daunting task and a huge decision that I would have to make. But with you, it wasn't that. It happened smoothly and quickly, really quickly. I was shocked to find myself Googling, how early is too early to tell someone you love them? And I shared those timelines with him. And I will never forget how 2 weeks too soon, according to the timeline, you yelled, pardon my French, fuck the timeline, I love you now. We have started a beautiful little family together that I love more than anything. How lucky I am that you happen to have the easiest to love child on the entire planet, and that my dogs adore their daddy, even Poppy, who hates men. In many ways, you remind me of my own dad, which means the world to me. I should have looked like for someone like him from the start. When two people who have been hurt find each other and fall in love, I think it's the most beautiful thing. We healed each other in ways I didn't expect to be fixed, and you honestly make my life so much happier just by being in it. You make good times better and bad times less bad just because you're there. I promise to be the partner that you deserve because you've been nothing but perfect for me since the first day that we met. I love you, and I can't wait to start our lives as Mr. and Mrs. Gendron.
3 years ago this week, we went on our first date. I chose a place that had vegetarian options, and you said yes to mini golf to extend the date. If I knew then what I know now, I would have realized there were better places to take a vegetarian, and you wouldn't have chosen to play mini golf. But I think that was the beginning of us, both doing things out of our comfort zone together, because that's what's most important, just being together. I remember thinking for the longest time that I would probably never get married again, and that if I did, it would take a very special person. You're the person that I was meant to marry, and I also look forward to being your husband, and you being my wife. In the 6 years I was on my own, I only ever introduced Avery to you. The relationship the two of you have, I can't put into words what it's meant to me. Seeing how great you were with her from the start and how close both of you are today makes me feel so lucky to have an amazing daughter and wife. I've known many great Gendron women throughout my life. My Nana, my mom, my sister, and Avery. And now you're joining that name. I'm so excited to continue building our love story one day at a time. I want to end with this. I remember talking to my mom and explaining why I wasn't going to contact you. I said, Mom, have you seen her Facebook profile? Doesn't really sound like someone who wants a boyfriend. And it still says this today. But it says, all a girl needs is dogs in a little row. I'm glad that I contacted you despite that very clear message. And now that we're married, I can only hope that your new message to the world will be, all a girl needs is dogs and Lulu and her husband and stepdad. I love you.
Bridget, repeat after me. This ring is a token of my love.
This ring is a token of my love.
I marry you with this ring.
I marry you with this ring.
With all that I have and all that I am.
With all that I have and all that I am.
Corey, repeat after me. This ring is a token of my love.
This ring is a token of my love.
I marry you with this ring.
I marry you with this ring.
With all that I have and all that I am.
With all that I have and all that I am.
By the power vested in me, I hereby pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to introduce for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Corey Gendron.
I'm being honest. This dialect is complex. I'll never understand the words you said to me tonight. When I'm feeling far-fetched, my heart is feeling compressed. But I love to waste a day away with you and me tonight. So just breathe your life. We'll steal back your heart tonight. And when we arrive, with guns on your very side. We'll take 'em all down. With my back against the wall now. I go down in a hell of fire for you to love tonight. I'll take the fall now. I think we ought to run now. They're coming slowly.
Now, I've known Corey for a long, long time, back to our college days. Almost from day one, I could sense that he'd be a great friend for a long time to come. He's the most caring, considerate, genuine person you could ever meet. Bridget, I'm sure you know that. However, just watch out if he loses his fantasy football league. His mood might change a bit on Sundays.
Feels like just yesterday we were signing Bridget up for dating websites without her permission and preparing to get her house registered as a kennel, as she was quickly filling her house with rescue dogs. Then enter the stage, Gigi.
Corey's mom, Gigi, attended one of Bridget's LuLaRoe's parties. She quickly understood that Bridget was on the hunt for a male model for like the new clothing styles that came out. Gigi knew in her heart that her son Corey would be the perfect fit for Bridget in more ways than one.
Well, we can now back this statement up as real hard facts, as evidenced by the infamous picture of Corey looking like a sexy Tiger King in a tiger jacket that he modeled for the sake of Bridget's selling. Raise your hand if you need proof. Okay, great. Can everyone lift their plate up because someone at your table has said proof? Even Joe Exotic would be proud. There should be one at every table. To Bridget, Corey, and Avery, we can't wait to watch the memories the three of you continue to make. We love you. Now let's party!